So, you remember a while ago when I covered the right stuff? Well, the website hadn't launched yet, and we can't actually get into the website on stream without using an iPhone emulator of all things. So, we are going to be talking about how well the launch of that website has gone, or at least of that app. So if you're looking for that gosh darn MAGA conservative love, I guess this is the video for you. This one is from Mathematical Cabbage. Classes are back, so syllabus doodle slime Suris. All nice and squeaky. Perfect for a new school year. Virtual office hours will be offered every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. or by appointment in person or online. Forever Level 0, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. And Techman Soban, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. This one is from Ivana Dragmeyer. Said, with this commission done, I'm going to share the finished product. I have 10 suri of varied emotions and forms. Highlights include, what is a GOP? A miserable pile of secrets. What's this What's with that sassy lost panda? And please pay your tab or get bonked, tsundere witch, and more. So we're going to go through these one by one. We have a couple here with Witch Suris. We have a very flustered slime Suris. We have this is either a grenade or milk, one or the two. And then, of course, Maid Suris with greener armbands than normal. You like the maid one? I do, too. In fact, actually, we'll do a thing here. There's even Slime Suris doing a point. And a very, very bendy straw. And you know what? You're right. Maid outfits are a thing. Maid outfits are a thing. So, we're just gonna click that button. You know, kind of like that. Kind of like that. As always, thank you all for your fan art submissions. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. And with that said, if you haven't subscribed already or hit the bell notification icon, maybe those things are things you could be doing right now because they help the channel out immensely. There's also a Patreon that I would love you to be a part of if you have the ability to. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get right into the actual website for the right stuff. Or at least insofar as there is a website. Insofar as there is a website. There's not really one here. So that is the perfect music for this.
Today, we brought in a group of conservative young women and wanted to get their honest opinions about what they're looking for in the guys they date.
All right, so predictions. People who have already seen this video, do not give predictions because that's not fair. I want to know what your predictions are for what what the conservative women are going to want in men. I'm pretty sure it's not guys being VTubers on the internet. That's probably not a thing that they want. But also, Fennikagami, thank you very much for initiating the Ara Ara Armistice. All right. Strong, manly men, money, money, money. Axolotl says they want big cock. Fucking hell. Your prediction is someone would rather have sex with Trump and not them. They'll say, don't be a douche. Guns. So there's a weeb website called Right Stuff, and I was confused for a second. Lots of guns. They want guys who chop wood. They want Andrew Tate. Oh, no, not Andrew Tate. Not Andrew Tate. Everyone wants a big cock. It's not just conservatives. Okay. Calm it down, everybody. Let's take a listen to what they want on the right stuff.
What are you looking for in a partner?
They just have to be a conservative.
They just have to have my political ideals. That's all they want. It's okay. I can fix her.
Definitely someone that wants to have kids.
Okay.
I like an independent man.
An independent man. You know, I wonder, is it liberalism or is it conservatism which leads to more independent men? Just curious, because from what I understand, I think that most of the time under conservatism, you're kind of asked to be lockstep and key with particular ideologies, whereas, you know, for liberalism, we're just kind of asking you not to say slurs, right?
Personally, I like the alpha male vibe.
I like the alpha male vibe. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Can anybody actually define what the fuck the alpha male vibe is now? Anyone? Because half the people on the internet seem to think that it means, like, acting like fucking Andrew Tate.
I want a man who really loves his family.
Definitely someone whose faith is important to them.
For me, it's someone who actually wants to meet my parents.
So a man who wants family. Okay, he cherishes his family. I'm sure you can find that on both sides. Somebody whose faith is important. Again, you can find that on both sides. I've met my fair share of Christians who are socialist, who are liberal, who are various forms of left. Oh, but okay. It's a vibe. It inherently defies definition.
Why do you want to date a conservative?
For me, at least, I know that we're going to start off with some shared values.
You know how you can also start off with some shared values? As opposed to looking at each other's politics first, you could also look at, like, things you enjoy. Do you enjoy card games? Do you enjoy video games? Do you enjoy rollerblading? Do you like going on walks to the park? Those are things that you can enjoy. That, you know, you'll have them shared with you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a person who thinks that it's more important that you share things that matter with your partner. Your politics will likely change over time, especially if you end up dating someone. There are a handful of people, I don't want to drop names, that I have seen that have leaned more conservative as they have dated conservatives, or leaned more left as they have dated people who are more liberal. But, you know, okay.
Well, the conservative men I've dated at least know how to treat me like a woman.
All the conservative men you've dated know how to treat you like a woman. What does treat you like a woman mean? What does that actually mean? Maybe I've just classed myself out of dating this particular woman here. Not that that's my interest in the first place, but okay, so when someone says being treated like a woman, what the fuck do you mean? Do you want me to tell you to go into the kitchen and make me a sandwich, or do you want me to make sure that when we go to vote, I keep you at home? Because, you know, classically, it really wasn't your right to vote in the first place, right? Are those the treating you like a woman, or are you looking for, like, the meaningless shit, like opening up a door for you and calling it chivalry? Why are they showing boobs, Suris? Suris is more conservatively dressed than them. AKA with respect, maybe? I don't know, because how we treat women and what is considered respectful for them changes culturally with the times, as with any group at all. It was once deemed very, very nice if you fed your slaves an extra sandwich. You were considered a good person for doing that, but now you would just be considered evil because you had slaves and you had the ability to free them, but you didn't do that. Said, what do you mean? Treating me like a woman, for me, is just treating me like a person. Yeah, and it's pretty easy to treat people like a person. Also, badum, thank you very much for reading me your points. Oh, well. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back into this shite.
In my personal experience, conservative guys have better manners.
So, conservative guys having better manners, I actually might kind of agree with this one, only because here in the South, people tend to have better on-the-surface manners. Oh, shit! We have an armistice. You're right. I forgot to set that timer. The armistice begins then. Oops! I fucked up. Fucking degens. Sorry. Anyways, so it should be noted. There is a higher proclivity for people to be nice on the surface when they are more conservative, at least here in the South. So... sure, I could go ahead and I could agree with that. But what I can also say is that doesn't really fucking matter. I've met plenty of people who were incredibly nice and lovely and wonderful and kind on the surface, and then later on turned out to be downright pieces of shit. Like, that just, for me personally, having those experiences lead me to believe that, it doesn't matter so much if the person is, has better manners the first time you meet them. Sometimes somebody's manners aren't necessarily better or worse. They might just be different than what you're used to. Looking for that initial politeness, sure, that's a great thing to do, but putting so much stock in it that you would maybe potentially ignore ways the person is less than polite when they get to know you, yeah. Nah, not a big fan. Not a big fan of this particular disposition. Again, having known people who are just the nicest you could ever meet when you first meet them, and then one day you end up in the Magic the Gathering game with them late at night, and they've had a little too much to drink, and they have a handful, and by that I mean way too many homophobic slurs to throw out, more than you figured that they would have just at the ready. Sometimes you have that experience, and it colors your perception quite a bit. Not saying I've had that experience personally or talked about that experience on stream ever. No. Anyways, Ivana Dragmeyer, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an Ada, you fucking degenerate. All right, let's go ahead and get on.
I like that they understand their role in the relationship as a man.
What is my role as the man? Can you please explain what that role is? Because where I'm sitting, I don't want my role to be that of a wallet. Oh no, the timer resets when I do the zoom in. I can't do the zoom in because the timer will reset. Shite. Yeah, sexist gender role shit. Yep. Anyways, said his role as a cuckold. I want him to not have tear ducts. Continue says it's to be a wallet. That's what I think. I literally think it's just to be a wallet. I think that's what she's asking for. Your role is to pay for my dinners. No. If we're in a relationship, we're in a partnership. If I pay for everything, there better be a reason I'm having to do it. There could be situations where, say, you have a partner who is disabled or otherwise can't bring in their own income, and sure, those are situations where I'd say, yeah, it's fine. Or you have a working agreement that there's some things that partner wants to pursue that you will be supporting everything so that they can pursue them. There's ways that you can go about it, but this gender role bullshit is stupid. I'm not somebody's fucking wallet.
I just prefer my men to be masculine.
Okay? I am definitely the most masculine. Right now. 110%.
And what's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating?
A Democrat.
A Democrat. A Democrat. Okay. Okay. Your red flag is just a Democrat. That one got me a bit. That one almost made me giggle.
No Democrats.
No Democrat. What is it about a Democrat that's a red flag to you? Could you explain that one?
A Democrat.
Can't be a Democrat.
A Democrat.
A Democrat.
Jesus, they all just say a Democrat. They all just say Democrat. Some explanation would be helpful. What is it about a Democrat that causes you to feel that? Because, like, look, I don't want to say that being a Republican would automatically be a red flag in a dating environment for me. I live in a place where, like, 99% of people around me are just Republicans because that's the default here. That's the assumed. That's what your family had when you grew up. But my question would be, like, what about that political party? Because I can explain what about being a Republican I would not like. I do not like the general Republican stance when it comes to workers' rights and unions. I don't like the general Republican stance when it comes to women's rights and abortions or gay marriage or things like that. Those are things I can say that I don't necessarily like. So what is it about, that political affiliation? Are we going to get some more words, or is it just going to be Democrat? Look, I'm not saying we're here looking for what Quethom just said. We're not here looking for Republicy. But...
That's easy. A Democrat.
No Democrats. It's a no.
Find the right match. Download the right stuff today.
I like how it's only on the App Store. Despite it being very easy, like even easier to put shit on Android, it's only available on the App Store. And they don't even have a website, so we can't Goopy Gamer this. We can't go in here as Goopy Gamer looking for conservative love. We can't do that. Said 0 of these women are on this app. Yeah, I guarantee you none of these women are on this app. Let's peruse the website a little bit more. Republicy would be a perfect name for a government-funded brothel. A dating app for the right wing. Quit swiping, scrolling, and trolling the wrong and trolling the wrong people. There are people out there just like you. Connect with people who aren't offended by everything. Getting back to normal. View profiles without pronouns. Your next match is here. My fucking God. Less talking, more dating. Have a fun date idea? Post it and see who's interested. Connect with quality people we know you'll like. Find the right match. If you're single and not on this app, you ain't conservative. Oh my God. They did the Joe Biden, you ain't black thing. Oh my fucking God. God, how mean would it be? How mean would it be? Forever Level 0, thank you for the 100 bits. How mean would it be to actually, like, legitimately make a profile on here? Not a goofy gamer, but, like, an actual profile. And just get a date, sit down, and then just explain my channel to a random conservative person who ends up going on some kind of date. That would be, I don't know, more than a little fucked up. But at the same time, I mean, Democrats a red flag, right? If Democrats a red flag, what do you think a socialist gender-bent VTuber is? Jesus Christ. You'd pay to watch that? Trolling this app sounds like fun. I would feel kind of mean, but like, it's like, which do I pick? Do I pick the catfishing with Goopy Gamer, or do I pick, like, throwing a version of myself out there that potentially ruins things? Purple Pound just dropped 5,000 bits. Date money. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what, Purple? If I go through that, and most importantly, if Raz is okay with me engaging in that level of fucking trolling, then I will very happily accept funding towards these social experiments. But, so do you just know they'd be pissed off if there was a left-only dating app? There is a left-only dating app. It's called Tumblr. You always preferred... Jesus Christ. Take him to the arcade. Oh, loud, he coming. Thank you for redeeming your points for... Well, it's an armistice, so... Ara. You fucking degen. Drail Dracona says Tumblr's not a dating app. Yeah, I know. That's the joke. That's the joke. Every single bit of that. That is the joke. So let's take a look at the actual previews here. So you can go to the previews for this in the App Store on the Right Stuff's website. You just click their thing for downloading, and you go over here. It's reviewed as a 2.4 out of 10, with most people dropping 1-star reviews. I'm more as a joke, and you still got a rise out of me? Jeebus. It requires... I would love to try this, but you have to know somebody that is already using the app to get an invite. That's never going to happen because all of my friends are married. Oh, that's so sad. There needs to be another way to get an invite. Love the idea. Not a fan of the invite system. I love the idea and setup of the app, but the whole reason I wanted to get this app was because I don't know any conservatives in my area and wanted to get connected with them. But because it's invite only, I can't use the app. Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody also just got Magic Spoon. Thank you very much for that. Whoever you are fucking amazing. I'm going to go and say this right now. If you want to find conservatives in your area, there's a very easy way to do it. I guarantee you. Just go look at any local brothels near you, specifically gay brothels. You will find a lot of conservatives there. They won't want you to know, but, you know, I'm just saying, gay escorts get a shit ton more money during CPAC season, and anywho, oh my god, look at this one. It's a Runstar review. It's a good app, but there's no women. I love my country. I love the Second Amendment, and I love God. These days, it's hard to find a woman who values my patriotism, my faith. And so after being ghosted by every match on Tinder, I decided to give this app a try. I created my profile, uploaded a selfie of me sitting in my truck with my sunglasses, and it worked great. The interface was intuitive and easy to use, but the weird thing is, I couldn't find any women on it. I don't know. Maybe the app is bugged. I tried switching my preference to men just to make sure it was working, and lots of handsome men came up. I hope the developers fix this. If you love them so much, enter a polyamorous relationship with your gun, your truck, your family, and your gun. Oh, it's gonna become a gay dating site for him. Oh, it's gonna be great. The app is at fault. Yep. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look, because we're not done. We actually have an article to read on this. This one's from The Guardian. Let's take a minute to take a look here. The moment absolutely no one had been waiting for has finally arrived. The Right Stuff has launched. What fresh hell is this, you ask? It's a new conservative dating app that promises to let you view profiles without pronouns and connect with people who aren't offended by everything. Despite this all being very predictable stuff, this app has been getting a lot of attention for 3 reasons. The ads are unintentionally hilarious. It was co-founded by former Trump admin Ryle McKinney, the sister of former White House press secretary Kayla McKinney. And they're the app's spokesperson. And 3, creepy Trump-loving billionaire Peter Thiel, who is called the most important person in Silicon Valley, has invested $1.5 million into the project. It's that last bit I find fascinating. The money isn't much for a guy like Thiel, but it is still an investment. I'd like to know what he sees in the app. He certainly doesn't see an opportunity to use it himself. Thiel is gay, and the Right Stuff only caters to heterosexuals. It's also hard to imagine he sees a robust business model spearheaded by tech-savvy geniuses. While the Right Stuff has only just launched, it has, in the grand tradition of anything remotely connected to Trump, immediately run into legal problems. Turns out there's already another dating site set up a long time ago called The Right Stuff, targeted at graduates of elite universities, which is reportedly planning on sending a cease and desist letter to the new iteration. There are a lot of other really good right-wing names that they could choose. The founder of the original Right Stuff, Don Touchings, complained to the Daily Beast. They're very smart. I'm sure they could come up with something. They certainly could come up with something that sounded a little less Nazi-like. As well as being attached to another dating service, The Right Stuff is the name of notorious neo-Nazi Holocaust-denying blog. A detail that you'd expect the founders of a new dating service, or someone investing $1.5 million in an app, would make it their business to find out. Nazi associations and possible trademark infringements aside, perhaps Thiel thought the app was worth backing because a conservative-only dating platform is a never-been-done innovation on business ideas? That's hard to believe because there have been tons of right-wing dating apps in the past few years. We've seen services such as Writer, Patrio, Dating Freedom Lovers, Awake Dating as opposed to Woke Dating, Donald Daters, conservatives-only, Trump singles, and Trump dating promise to help right-wingers find love. Oh my god! None of them are MAGA Mingle. Where's the love for Goopy Gamer? He's been trying to find love on MAGA Mingle for weeks. Oh, God. I apparently tried to join Trump dating in service to the column to see if a dashing fascist could red pill me, and I didn't find love. It's just a hopeless place. Anyway, apart from awake dating, which is targeted at conspiracy theorists, or the site's COO likes to phrase it, the early adopter of inconvenient truth, none of these services exist anymore. They all failed miserably. This time, founders of The Right Stuff want you to know it's different. What we're doing has really not been done before, Daniel Huff, a Trump White House advisor and co-founder of the app, told The Hill. No one has built a high-quality, properly funded app with a dedicated team. That sounds like bullshit. I think most of those have been. Stoff says you can invite people even if you aren't in. Stoff? We got some trolling to do. We need to get to work. We need to get goopy. Anyway, so I'd love to have tested this thesis out for myself, but you can only join The Right Stuff with an invite, and nobody has invited me. It seems that The Right Stuff are keen to keep liberals far away from the website. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not a liberal. I guess I'm okay to go on The Right Stuff and look for Republicy. And before inviting oneself through 2 email addies. You can't trust liberals, you see, according to Huff. The Right Stuff is much needed because liberals own education, media corporations, and we can't let them control our personal relationships. Which is a hilarious thing to say, considering the conservative supermajority in the U.S. Supreme Court is now doing all it can to control people's personal relationships. Now that it's overturned access to abortion, there are strong signs the right is coming for same-sex marriage and birth control. I don't know exactly why Thiel invested in The Right Stuff, but I do know this. The right is busy trying to control everything other people do while clamoring for safe spaces of its own. And with that, that is all the information we have available so far about The Right Stuff without going in and doing some goopy espionage. Without that, we cannot do much more. But let me know what you think we should do with this particular website. While it's alive, I want to see what happens here. I want to see what goes on this site. So let me know in the comments section below what you think. Let me know what we should be doing and what types of videos on this particular topic you'd like to see in the future. With all that said, everybody, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon and even check out Patreon. All of those things would be just fantastic. Anyways, as always, insert end of video tagline here.